Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for April 5th of 2025 is titled the Gargoyles Eclipse. So what do we see here? Well, here we see the eclipse that occurred just about a week ago. And that was the second eclipse of the month. We had a partial solar eclipse that occurred at the end of March. And a couple of weeks before that, we had a total lunar eclipse that was visible. Now, eclipses occur in seasons like this, about 6 months apart. And in fact, there will be another eclipse, in fact, a total lunar eclipse, and another partial solar eclipse in September of this year. The exact timing of the eclipses depends on the positioning of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, as everything must be lined up together in order for there to be an eclipse visible. Now, this is a solar eclipse, and in fact a partial solar eclipse, which means that the moon is passing in front of the sun. And that is the definition of a solar eclipse, is what occurs when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun and blocks out its light. Essentially, the moon's shadow falls on a portion of the Earth, and where that shadow falls, the sun will be blocked. Now, when we have a total eclipse, which this did not occur at this point, that is when the deepest, darkest part of the moon shadow strikes Earth and blocks out the entirety of the sunlight. So that is the eclipse we had just about 1 year ago, when we had the total solar eclipse of April of 2024. Now, this is just a partial eclipse, and you can see the sun there and a portion of it toward the upper right that is blocked out. And that is in fact our moon, that the moon is there in the way, blocking out the sunlight and keeping it from reaching Earth. Now, the process here was a very partial eclipse. It was about a quarter of the sun ended up being blocked at the maximum for this location, which was in Paris. And the amount would depend on exactly where you were on Earth. Some areas saw only a tiny fraction of the sun blocked out, and others did not get to see the eclipse at all. It just depends on the timing and the location. And because the moon shadow is much smaller than Earth, it is only a small portion of Earth that will ever get to see a solar eclipse in any given time. Now, a lunar eclipse, as occurred a few weeks ago, is quite different. Any place on Earth where the moon happens to be up during the eclipse will get to see the total lunar eclipse. So it was a wide part of the world that was able to see the total lunar eclipse that occurred a few weeks ago. But you had to be in just the right area here to be able to see even part of this partial eclipse. So that was our picture of the day for April 5th of 2025. It was titled the Gargoyles Eclipse. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be moonquakes. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.